All this green in my pockets, you can call it turtle power.
What's poppin' YouTube? It's FsuAtl, and today I come at you with a pretty sweet top 5 video. So today I have my top 5 glitches in Clash of Clans history, and this is pretty sweet. And before I get into it, I do want to say that these glitches are actually like, game-changing glitches that affected the game big time, and a lot of these actually made players quit the game forever. So these aren't like retarded glitches like invisible building glitch, or clan castle underwater glitch. Like this is actually like legit glitches that affected the game big time. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way. So without further ado, let's get right into this top 5. So my number 5 thing on the list is this one's actually pretty recent. I believe it got patched a couple updates ago, but I've been seeing a lot of reports on Reddit recently that this is still occurring, so it might not even be patched by now. But it's a glitch where in Clan Wars, if your hero stand is right next to a Tesla, the hero just won't move at all. The hero would just stay still, and basically the Tesla just shoots up the hero's ass, and the hero doesn't do anything. This is really bad because that's Clan Wars. That's when you need your defense the most. When your heroes are slacking ass like that and they're just not moving on defense, that's pretty damn bad. And Supercell has a lot of struggle patching this glitch, but I think they got it done. I think it's patched, but I'm not sure. I can't confirm it for you guys, but because I have seen a couple reports that it's still occurring, but it did happen for the Archer Queen and the Barbarian King, which kind of sucks. But yeah, basically your hero just wouldn't move in war at all. Like on defense, the hero would literally just stand still and would not do anything. It was just, it couldn't defend itself. It was like, it was retarded. Like honestly, it just became retarded. Like it saw the attacking balloons and it was like, whoa shit, I can't do anything. So the Archer Queen's like, might as well freeze, right? Maybe they won't see me. So that was that. And it only occurred when you had your hero stand next to a Tesla though. So a lot of people did edit their bases so Teslas were not anywhere near their heroes in hopes that this glitch wouldn't occur. And that's my number 5 glitch. My number 4 glitch is, now I put this on number 4 because some people don't consider this a glitch. Some people actually consider this a hack. So that's how major this is. But I put it at number 4 just because some people wouldn't consider it a glitch, and personally I consider it a hack, but I do want to throw it on the list here. But basically this is when a player like they hacked their their village so they can use basically unlimited giants in attacking, and I believe this got patched as well, but this only one player was able to do this and was able to exploit this. But basically he was able to attack with like unlimited giants. I believe they were level 3 or 4, so they weren't that high level, but he had an unlimited amount of giants, so he would just storm bases and just pretty much put down like a couple thousand giants and get the victory in a couple seconds. And this dude, like he started in like bronze, and like a day later he was in like champ. So this was like really bad, and if Supercell never stopped this, he'd be in legends by now, like on a long shot. He'd be in like 8,000 cups, that'd be just fucking insane. So thank God Supercell patched this thing. But yeah, this was kind of like a hack because he was the only person that did it, or it could have been a glitch, but he could have been the only person that knew about it. So that's why it's kind of debatable. But yes, this isn't a mod or anything. He didn't mod the game. He didn't use some sort of mod or a private server. This was legit on the Supercell servers. He was capable of using unlimited giants. So this was really major. It only lasted like 2 days, I believe, but it was definitely pretty crazy. I actually did I think 2 videos on it because of how insane it was. So you can go look up like Clash of Clans hack on my channel, and it's not explaining how to do it just because no one knows how, but it's just giving a detailed overview of what happened if you do want to check it out. And my number 3 glitch of all time in Clash of Clans is the expose in reverse glitch. This occurred last year around Christmas time, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And basically what it was is the expose, like let's say they're pointed towards ground, they would shoot in the air and vice versa. Basically the expose would shoot in the opposite direction what they're supposed to do. And you might be like, okay, well this isn't that bad because you can look at a base and be like, okay, the expo's on ground, so it's going to shoot on air, and you can kind of determine where the expo's going to shoot, right? Well, not in all cases, because this didn't occur for every expo. It would be like, like you wouldn't be able to know. It would basically be a surprise, and some people actually like this. And I was like, are you kidding me, dude? Because I use air attacks, and if I see a base with ground expos, I'm like, alright, sweet, I can get this guy, I can take this guy, I can 3-star him, and then I start deploying my balloons, and all 3 expos start shooting in the air, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I would like lose a couple attacks from that. Like, it was really insane. And this actually occurred with Inferno Towers as well, but it wasn't really that popular, and not a lot of people noticed it. But this was really major with the expos, and this was really bad. And the reason why this started occurring is because this is right when you were able to save multiple base layouts. So it had to deal with, like, if you select a base layout and go back to the other one and like change the expos. I don't know how to do it. I forgot how, because it was like a year ago, but it was something like that where you mess around with your base designs. And this really, it was pretty bad, especially for players up in champs, because, you know, they're over there trying to push the 4,000. Because remember, at the time, 4,000 was really high. And, you know, when these expos are shooting in the air when they're supposed to be ground, you know, it pissed off a lot of air attackers. I mean, ground attackers, it didn't really matter. It was like, oh, who cares? But for air attackers, this really got on their nerves. And you guys know me, you know, I'm a pretty good fucking air attacker. Or, you know, I use like only air at all. So this really got on my nerves. But thank God they fucking patched this shit. But anyway, the number 2 glitch of all time. And this can be debatable. This can go at number 1. Not gonna lie, I kind of have this tied for number 1 because of how fucking insane it was. But this was a long time ago. And my first ever video on YouTube was actually about this. So in a way, this glitch created my YouTube channel. So this glitch was kind of good. Not really. But anyway, it was basically free defense wins. And basically all the top clans were exploiting this glitch. And once again, some people are debating that this was a hack, but it can go either way. But basically, you would drop a troop, and there would be like an error message, and then your game would reload, and you lost like 40 cups. And this was really bad up in champs, because keep in mind, this was before Titans League, and this was back in the day when 4,000 was like extremely high, and people were trying to push to the top, and you know, people would just use this hack or this glitch, whatever you want to call it, and they would just be climbing in trophies. They would gain like 1,000 trophies in like 1,000 minutes. No, like legit, this was insane. We had people climbing way above 4,000, and this is the first time in history Supercell started banning players. This was the first time in Clash of Clans history Supercell banned players, and they banned players for life. Like, this was insane. So like at the time, you know, people were really mad because like Supercell doesn't do anything for people who mod. They still don't do, and they don't do anything for people that hack or exploit these glitches. And people were really pissed off at Supercell because they've never banned players, and it needed to happen. And this was the first time in history Supercell decided to grow some balls and ban some motherfucking players. So this was pretty insane. And also for me, this was insane because at the time I was in a mega clan. I was a co-leader in Mega City Saba, which is one of the top mega clans. And I believe at the time I was the Town 9 pusher, and they let me chill in there. And I was a co-leader at the time as well, before, you know, I started, or not started, but joined Daddy's Darlings and then became leader. Like, I overthrew White and took that fucking leader spot. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I was in Mega, and I was a pretty big influence in Mega, right? And this was before my YouTube days. Whenever I go on global chat, like, everyone was pissed off at Mega because like they would all just blame Mega. They're like, when in doubt, blame the Asians. And I'm not Asian, by the way, but you know, Mega is pretty much like 99% Asians except me at the time. So anyway, like, whenever I go on global, they'd be like, oh, ban, like, report Mega, like, this dude's an asshole, report him, he's a hacker. And they're like, automatically, he's a hacker. And I was like, guys, don't be racist, man, just because I'm in Mega. And like, I would literally put like a dot in clan chat, not clan chat, in global chat, and within seconds I would be banned from global just because I was in Mega. And it happened to Quantum's Web too, and it was just insanity. It was hell. Like, it was honestly hell. It lasted for a full 2 days, I believe, before it finally got fixed. And yeah, if you want to see a detailed version of this, not detailed because it kind of got the point across right there, but this was my first ever video on YouTube, and it's actually got me into YouTube because this, like, my clan convinced me to make a video about it because like they wanted like every single person to like make some sort of awareness for this, and they were like telling people who had no experience with YouTube to make a YouTube video about it and hope that it gets views because they wanted to spread awareness. Because at the time, you have to keep in mind, like, we had no idea if Supercell was going to fix this or not, and it was ruining the game, and people were quitting the game forever, and people have never came back from this glitch because of how bad it was. And it was just insane because like people work extremely hard for the trophies, and then you see this one dude exploiting a glitch and gaining like 1,000 trophies in like a couple seconds. It was so bad. But anyway, yeah, so you can kind of thank this glitch for getting me on YouTube because, you know, it kind of did. Like, without this glitch, I would have never got on YouTube. But that first video got like 13,000 views, and for the first video, that's not bad at all. But anyway, on to this number 1 glitch in Clash of Clans history. And like I said, it's kind of debatable onto whether number 1 or number 2, you know, which one's the top one. But for me, this is number 1. So when the game first came out in 2012, there was this glitch where you can buy $20 worth of gems. You can upgrade anything on your base until you run out of gems, and then you reload the game, and it's kind of like you got a refund and you get all your gems back, but your upgrades, the things you upgraded, stay. It was insane. So people just pretty much gem to max, and they got like unlimited gems by just spending $20. And this was insane. I mean, people would obviously get a completely maxed base in seconds, and well, not seconds. I mean, unless they got those speed fingers, you know, they've been jerking too much. But anyway, Supercell did take action. They didn't ban anyone because they didn't have the balls back then, and some people are still debating they don't have the balls today. I mean, obviously they don't if they don't invite YouTubers who cuss to their events, because let's be honest, everyone who plays Clash has cussed before. So come on, Supercell, like, invite me to ClashCon. I'm just kidding. But anyway, I don't want to fucking go to Helsinki. Like, why can't they have it in like Los Angeles or something? I don't know. Why Helsinki? I know that's where the HQ is, but come on, Supercell. But anyway, I always get off topic. Okay, what was I talking about? Okay, yeah, this glitch. Supercell didn't have the balls to take action, but what they did do is if they noticed someone gem to max in like a couple minutes, they would pretty much reverse the base of what it was before. So it's kind of like they didn't do anything, but there's a conspiracy theory that a few people were able to keep their completely maxed bases that were maxed from this gem glitch, and they basically were able to get a free max base. Now obviously that's not fair, but you do have to keep in mind this occurred when the game only had like 8 town halls, so it wasn't that bad, but it's still pretty bad. I mean, they got a completely maxed base by just spending $20. So I mean, you believe me, if this happened today, I would love the free max base, Supercell. I mean, a $20 max base, Supercell. But anyway, so yeah, that's my top 5 glitches of all time in Clash of Clans, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and tell me in the comment section below. I don't want to say what your favorite glitch was, because I mean, they're glitches, no one really likes them, but which glitch do you think was the worst in history? And also comment below #glitch to let me know you made it to the end of the video. Peace out, YouTube. Subscribe for more, and as always, stay sexy.